Hi everyone, Rishi here, and today I'm going to show you how to do a mail merge using Google Docs. Let's get to it. So with doing mail merge in Google Docs, there are three things we need to have. The first is obviously of our letter, right? So our Google Docs document. We need to have a Google Sheet, right, which will show us the different tags. So like your title, first name, last name, address. You could include email address or whatever it is you're doing on your document. You can have that particular heading for your Google Sheet. And the last thing you would need is to create a folder, right? So I already have a blank folder here, mail merge demo, right, where we will be going to store our final documentation for mail merge, right? So if it is so to create a new folder, we basically click on the add or new button, select folder, and here it is. You can put your new folder and you click create, right? So to get started, we first need our letter in Google Docs, and as you will see here, these are what we call merge tags that we would need, right? So it is advisable that you insert the tags, right, that is close to the titles that you will have in your Google Sheets, right? So for instance, title, first name, last name, address. So wherever you insert a tag, that is where we can go now to personalize that letter, right? So now we go across to our Google Sheets, right? So I have this saved as mail merge demo. So to get started with the mail merge, we first click on add-on. So we need to get now an app or an add-on that is called AutoCrat. So we're going to search for that now, right? So what's going to happen here, it opens up like a version of the Play Store for you to install that particular app or to install the add-on, as we see. So it takes a while, so it comes up. So we're going to search for AutoCrat, right? So this is the one that we want here, right? Install, right? So it said AutoCrat needs your permission in order to start installing. So you're going to click continue. It's going to ask you now to select your Gmail account that you're going to install the AutoCrat on, right? So we have this AutoCrat account here, and allow it access to install. So once that is done, the add-on will now be installed on your Google Sheets, right? So we click done. So to get started, click on add-ons, go to AutoCrat. So here we have it, and now we can open AutoCrat. So while it takes some time to load, right? So what it's going to do is tells us that no merge jobs set up yet. Click to begin. So we're going to begin new job. So we're going to need a name for this job, right? So this here is mail merge demo, right? Click on next, right? So now you can choose Google Slides as a job template from Drive, right? So we want to select it from our Drive itself. So we're going to be selecting the letter that we're going to put the mail merge on, right? So select that letter here, right? It uploads, and so click on next. Now here now is the map source data to template. So we go to the merge tab, so we select exactly which sheet the information is on. So as we only have one sheet here in the Google Sheets, right, that's sheet 1, right? So loading page. So now it's going to map all that where we have tags, it's going to map it, right? And here you can select the address maps to address, right? Title to title, first name to first name, last name to last name, right? So whatever changes you want to make it, you can go ahead, but we leave as default for now, and click on next, right? So here now we can give a file name to all of the merge documents. So you can tell AutoCrat how to name each file it creates. You can use the tags aligned to merge sheet, headers to merge a source data, right? So we can go ahead and name it as the first name, and we can put, let's say, discount letter. Right. So here now we have the option to choose the different types. So we can either save it as a Google Docs or PDF. So let's go with the PDF version. Click on next. Right. So now it's asking where do we want to have the files, the merge files saved. So that is where our new folder comes into place, which is the mail merge demo. Select. Right. So we could remove here my drive, right, and just have the document saved only to this particular folder here. Right. You click next. Right. So from option 6 to 8, we can skip those. Right. So those are optional if it is you want to set merge conditions. Right. So only rows that meet the above conditions will be merged. Enter a specific value, null, empty, or not null, not empty. Right. So as I said, we could skip those. So 5, 6, 7. Right. So now we can either share docs and send email. So if it is that we go about sending these documents via email, right, so it has the option for us to allow collaborators to reshare, right, send from generic no reply address. And from here now you can structure your email, right, who this you're going to be sending it to, right. You can copy, blind copy, as well as you put in your subject here. But we're not sending any emails, so we can select no for not to share the document. Click on next. Right, so add or remove job triggers, we can leave that as the default and click save. So once that is done, it's saving the mail merge demo, and now we have our existing job. So we can now run the job, we can edit, we can preview the job details, or we can click to delete. So in this case, we want to run job. Right, so it's running mail merge. So as you can see, if you look at the back of on the Google Sheets, you're going to see some information being processed, and you're going to see successfully merged. So you see 1 of 5 documents merged, 2 of 5. Right, so it's going through so how many depends on the length of your list, right? It'll go through each one of those, right, to make sure it has been successfully merged. Right, so we're almost there. Right, so down to now 4 of 5. Right, so it has been merged successfully. So now what we can do is to check in our folder, and here you can see our letter. So if I click on one of the letters to open up, right, so it has the address there, the title, first name, last name, right, and we also inserted the first name here as well. Right, so we have our letters for each of our recipients to receive, and that is and that's how you do it here on Google Docs for getting mail merge. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, like, comment, let me know if there's any other ways you guys know of using mail merge on Google Docs. Right, and until then, take care and keep safe.